Hello and welcome to the presentation of the player character's movement and abilities. So in this presentation I'm going to showcase the player character's movement, how they move, how they react to the world. Um, so this is I want to make sure that the viewers are notified that this is still in the production stage. It's still being modified. It's still being worked on. So this isn't a complete product. So as of now, the character is still, it's still it's still in the prototype phase. So let's. So for starters, here we have a player character that that is totally custom built. It's not using the Unreal's default template. It's a completely custom character pawn that we are using, which I have created in using the blueprint scripting. The animations are custom made as well. The character itself is from Mixamo.com though, because it's still in prototype phase, so I didn't want to like model the entire character. So for now, the character is used from Mixamo. So so the character is basically using that omnidirection movement. So like to create that tactical movement like feel to it. So like so when you're moving and you can to whichever direction you face the camera, the player will react according to it and move using that omnidirection. But if you're not moving and you're just like standing in a particular direction, your character will just stand still and not rotate towards the camera. So that's the one of the biggest movement feat that I would like to show. The other thing in the movement that we have is this vaulting mechanic. We have this really cheesy vaulting animation, but I think it does a really good job to like showcase this how the vaulting is basically working. So like you can see these like two ray traces that's falling from up above to notify the player. Okay, this is sort of like a vaultable wall or a ledge that you can use to create to wall. The other thing that our player character can also do is they can roll and dodge. So like if I hold A or D, you can like dodge in that particular direction. So like you can do this like sort of like an evade maneuver that the player can like you know dodge from the attacks that are coming from left or right. If you're just holding W, you can like do this rolling dodge mechanic that allows you to roll forward and like dodge the attacks that are coming from behind or anywhere. So it's totally up to the player's movement direction, like in which direction it's moving, and it will do the dodging mechanic accordingly. So like and it's the dodging is also key binded to the same button as of vaulting. So you can see that as the player is dodging, they will do this sort of like a line trace before doing the before dodging to like check whether do they have whether do they have a wall or an obstacle before them. Uh, so so if you but that doesn't mean that you can't dodge into a wall. So like if you do that, so like you can see that the player does that ray trace check, and there is of course a wall right in front of us, so we can't dodge into the like we can't roll into that wall. So that's why it sort of like negates the effect, which I think is also realistic, considering that any human would just roll into a wall. So okay, so that concludes the basic movement of the player. So the next thing that I would like to cover is the weapons that we can use. Like for this prototype, I've created these like different kinds of weapons. So like over here, we can see that we have assault rifle um, that you can just pick up and shoot. We also got the shotguns. So like they have this like randomized spread on them. If you if you shoot each time, you can see these like these random shells that's shot into random conical angle. So which I think replicates the accuracy of a shotgun as well. We also have pistols in the project. So if I pick up a pistol, you can see that the reticle in the HUD is also reacting to the shooting. So like in the shotgun as well, you can see the reticle like reacting to the shots that are fired. And the last type of the weapon that's currently in is the sniper. You can see that there is like a sort of like a small laser pointer underneath the sniper that also helps the player to accurately see. As of now, the laser pointer is not currently facing at the center of the screen, but it's currently being worked upon. So when I shoot the laser, you can see this sort of like a bullet drop happening as we shoot. So like as normal lasers, normal snipers do. So like as we're shooting high caliber bullets, the bullets are heavy and they have this gravity drop on them. So if I shoot a sniper bullet, you can see this sort of like bullet drop happening, which emits the projectile motion. So that's the other thing that I wanted to replicate into creating a more realistic and believable weapon. And the last thing is this current throwing mechanic that I am currently working on. So like you can like create these sort of like arcs that showcase where you can throw your grenades or any throwable item. So like if the arc is closer to you or you're within the particular range, it turns red, which I think is a really important UI element to like showcase the player, okay, you're in the danger zone and you might not want to throw it so close to you. So as it goes farther, it sort of turns from red to white, which says that okay, it's clear to throw and you won't be damaged. So thank you so much for watching this presentation of character movement and ability.